friendship that'll never ever end.
Run!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction Beanie Yo 346. Day in the neighborhood. My brothers and sisters. Hey y'all, if you ain't done it yet, make sure you go to the 1,000 subscriber, $1,000 giveaway video and hit that like button and comment so Saturday you can have a chance to win $100. Now, today we going to a channel to watch a video that he put out over 3 years ago. But this man is so amazing and I love this series from him. And we just gonna have a blast from the past together. And that man is Lazy Masquerade. Back to the Lazy Man, y'all. And the title of this video, 9 creepy photos with disturbing backstories. I don't know how many of these we can watch together now with the Lazy, but I get a certain type of energy every time we about to get into one, my brothers and sisters, because I know it's gonna be exquisite. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into it, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you might need. Get what you need. Back to the Lazy. Y'all got what y'all need? Y'all ready to go? Then let's go. The Lazy.
Today's video is sponsored by Hunter Killer.
Y'all fuck with Hunter Killer. Let's get through the Lazy commercial. Promo code Lazy. And we'll take it back right here. And let's go.
Slash Lazy Masquerade and using promo code LAZY. Happy hunting, detectives.
Get whatever you may need. The vital lead.
I want to kick this video off with a picture that's been circulating around recently. I don't think many of you will be familiar with the story behind it. Last month, Belgian detectives released a piece of evidence to the public, which could be the key to cracking one of the country's most notorious unsolved mysteries. That piece of evidence is this photograph, which was sent to them anonymously. The man in this image is said to be a vital lead in the investigation of the crazy Brabant killers. Between the years of 1982 and 1985, the group carried out a huge number of robberies and raids, targeting jewelry stores, restaurants, supermarkets, hostels, car dealerships and other businesses in the Brabant area of Belgium.
So basically, they didn't give a damn what kind of store you was. You know what I'm saying? They attacking everything that's out in the public, every business. It didn't matter.
What made this group so feared was their mercilessness. They would burst into establishments wearing face paint and immediately begin opening fire on anyone inside. Employees, customers, didn't make a lick of difference to them. During their spree, the group took the lives of 28 people, including innocent children.
Damn.
22 other civilians were seriously injured. Some of their victims were even tortured before their lives were ended. There are even accounts of the members shooting dead civilians just outside the stores they were about to rob, seemingly for no reason whatsoever, other than to cause fear, that is. True psychopaths, if ever there were some.
Wow.
It's not known exactly how many members were a part of the Brabant crew, though the number's estimated to be between 4 and 10. None of them have ever been found or identified.
Wow.
The 3 core members were nicknamed by the media. They were known as the Giant, a tall man who's believed to be the gang's leader, the Killer, who was the main shooter, and the old man, who was the getaway driver. For whatever reason, they abruptly stopped their raiding in 1985 and disappeared completely. Since the introduction of DNA tests, investigators have made significant progress in tracking down the members. Now, with this photograph, they're one step closer to learning the identities of the men who so barbarically opened fire on helpless civilians, all for the sake of money. And not even that much money at that. They'd often leave empty-handed, or with some petty cash or low-value goods at best. The weapon the man's holding in this photo is believed to be one of those used during the spree.
Wow.
Do you recognize the man in this image? If so, please get in contact with the Belgian authorities. You just might hold that vital piece of information they're searching for. I should add that this is also a race against time, as the Belgian statute of limitations for the case runs out in 2025. Hopefully they find their perps before then.
I mean, I'm still holding out hope that they do find them, y'all, but goddamn, man, it already been, 30 years-ish, you know what I'm saying, that these dudes have been free? It's like, man, I just hate when these people do these crazy acts and kill all these people and they still get to walk the damn earth free. And if they do catch them, they, you know what I'm saying, they still already had 30 years of their life where they should have been behind bars back when they first did it. So it's just, it's tough. And hey, like Lazy said, got like damn near got 1 year now. Now that I'm thinking about it, like a year left before it will literally be nothing we can do about it. But rest in peace to those 28 people. And let's go.
A man named Nigel C. was on Skype, chatting with his son who was in New Zealand. While the pair were catching up, Nigel's son suddenly appeared frightened by something. He asked his father, "Who's standing behind you?" "Nobody," replied Nigel. "I'm alone in the house." Terrified, his son quickly took a screenshot. This was the image he captured. He sent this screen grab to his father. Nigel quickly turned around to look for an explanation, but saw nothing. He didn't hear or feel anything either, despite the fact that in the screenshot, a figure appeared to be touching his shoulder. Though seemingly human, the entity in the screenshot looks to have a naturally pale, latex-like skin. Though only partially visible, its face appears to be feminine and still. Who or what this figure even was remains unknown. Nigel and his son are still searching for a rational explanation to this day.
Shit, I can't give a rational explanation for that right there. Bruh, that literally looked like a ghost, like how her body was pale and shit. Like she was almost see-through, like her opacity level was maybe at 60%, you know what I'm saying? For y'all that know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And that was freaky as fuck, man. Cause the damn daddy, like, ain't nothing behind me. That shit make me feel like somebody behind me right now. And I don't see it, but y'all fucking see it. That was crazy.
This is a bit of a crazy one. The man in this photo is Franklin Delano Floyd. In 1974, he married a woman named Sandy Chipman, who already had 4 children of her own. Floyd invited Sandy and her children to move into his home in Dallas, Texas. For a brief time, they were happy. But then, in 1975, Sandy was sentenced to 30 days in jail for writing bad checks. During that time, she left her children in the custody of Floyd. Pretty natural thing to do, right? Strangely, her husband didn't come to visit her while she was incarcerated. Upon release, she returned to the family home in Dallas. Floyd was nowhere to be found. He had gone, and what's more, he had taken 2 of Sandy's children with him. Her eldest child, Suzanne, and her youngest, Philip. To this day, Philip has never been found, and it's unknown what happened to him.
Wow.
The girl pictured here with Floyd, however, is Suzanne, and we know what happened to her. Floyd had taken her to start a new life with, and this photo was taken shortly after they moved. He claimed Suzanne as his own biological daughter, and changed both of their names. He raised her as his own. In 1989, Floyd married another woman called Tonya Hughes. She also already had a son named Michael. Floyd and Tonya had a strange relationship, to say the least. He wasn't the gentlest of husbands, put it like that, and despite being a smart girl who earned a full scholarship to study aerospace engineering, Tonya didn't go to college, and instead became a dancer of the more risque variety. When Floyd discovered his wife was secretly having an affair with a college student, he became enraged. One evening, soon after her affair was discovered, Tonya mysteriously lost her life after being hit by a car. There were no witnesses, and the driver sped away without even trying to help her. At the time, Floyd wasn't suspected of anything, but is now considered to have been the man behind the wheel that fateful night.
I believe it was Floyd. Floyd crazy as hell, man. Cause not only did he basically kidnap his first wife, daughter, or whoever, not only that, he killed one of her kids. The youngest, Philip. Philip ain't never been found, so we can pretty much assume that Floyd killed him. Floyd crazy than a motherfucker.
Now that Tonya was out of the picture, Floyd tried to adopt her son, Michael, but was denied custody. Floyd wasn't biologically related to Michael, and what's more, had placed him in foster care after Tonya's untimely demise. But now, he wanted him back, and the courts weren't gonna give him to him. As such, Floyd subsequently walked into Michael's school in the middle of the day, and, with a loaded weapon in his hand, forced the principal to take him to Michael's classroom. He then took Michael and the principal to his pickup truck and drove off with both of them. He ditched the principal in a wooded area, handcuffing him to a tree. Michael was never seen again, and just like Philip, it's unknown what happened to him. In 2015, Floyd actually confessed to taking Michael's life the same day he took him from the school, though that claim remains unsubstantiated, as the boy's remains have never been recovered. The craziest part about that whole story I just told you? Floyd's second wife, Tonya Hughes, was actually the young girl he had stolen from his first. The youngster in this photograph, Suzanne Chipman. Like I said, he had changed her name and raised her as his own. Their relationship was more than that of a father and daughter, however. When she was of marrying age, he took her as his wife, and despite her good grades at school, forced her to start working as a dancer to earn money. At one point, she ended up running away with her high school boyfriend, with whom she had Michael, her son, but Floyd tracked them both down and took her back. As an interesting side note, when one of Tonya's co-workers at the dance club, Cheryl Comesso, reported Tonya for misstating her income and lost her government benefits, Comesso mysteriously disappeared. That was in 1989. 97 photographs were later discovered of Comesso, bound and beaten. Her skeletal remains were later found in 1995, with 2 shots in the back of her skull. Her slaying was linked to Floyd and Tonya, likely a revenge hit. Floyd was eventually apprehended 2 months after taking Michael from the school, and for his life of sin was given the death penalty. As it stands, that sentence is yet to be carried out. Franklin Delano Floyd is currently 77 years old.
I said this man was crazy, my brothers and sisters. That don't justify it. Floyd, I can't even think of a word to call fucking Floyd. Oh my God. When I heard that the damn little girl that he kidnapped from the first lady he was with turned out to be damn Tonya, who he was married to, that his second wife was his stepdaughter at one time. What in the... Bro, that shit was crazy, y'all. I literally got tears coming down my eyes. What in the hell is wrong with some people out here, man? That is some... And then you kidnap... She went and had a child with another guy, so you kidnap her son and you kill him. And then you already had killed the little boy from your first one that you also kidnapped from your first girlfriend or wife. Like, dude, Floyd, man, yeah, words cannot explain Floyd. Words can't explain. That was crazy, for real. Let's go. Handyman.
Recently, a photo was posted on Reddit, titled, "Someone was outside our window last night." This is about 16 feet off the ground. The user, who goes by the name The Tape Library, went on to elaborate. "So, last night I couldn't sleep. It was too hot, so I decided to go into our living room for a bit to cool off. As soon as I walked into the room, I saw these handprints on our middle window. While that wouldn't seem super strange on its own, they weren't there when I went to bed earlier, and we're above a basement flat, so the ground below this window is about 16 feet down. Here's a shot taken from outside that same window, showing the distance to the ground." The OP realized that the prints could have been made a long time ago on the inside of the glass, probably by himself or his partner, so he simply tried to wipe them away. But they remained, meaning they were left on the outside of the window that very night as he was sleeping. Since this was posted on the Ghost subreddit, many people jumped to the conclusion that this was some sort of paranormal visitation. More skeptical users suggested it could have simply been a peeping Tom with a ladder, using his hand to balance on the glass. That could explain why the two prints were made by the right hand. A potential intruder could have also been testing the strength of the glass, or could have perhaps even been attempting to open the window.
What y'all think, y'all? Because I was thinking, I'm more in the line of thinking that somebody got up there some kind of way, used the ladder or something, but I'm thinking it's a real person. But I never considered paranormal activity. Could be. But I'm leaning towards that this was somebody who was either trying to break in their house or trying to see what they got in their house or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the hell they got way up there, but they got up there.
Either way, it's freaky to think that somebody could be outside your window at night, watching you while you're unaware, whether they're from this reality or another.
True.
I know one thing. I'll be sleeping with the curtains closed tonight.
True. Number 5.
Her expression says it all. This photograph, titled "Tragedy at Sea," was taken mere moments after a couple's 19-year-old son was swept out to sea, and captures the mother's immediate reaction.
Oh shit, time out. What the fuck? I never seen that. I'm too busy looking at the lady and the man. I'm thinking the man finna throw her out there. Do y'all see that floating in the water? Oh my God.
The son had been playing in the couple's yard, but had somehow wandered down to the shoreline and was dragged out by a particularly fierce tide. It was snapped in 1954 on Hermosa Beach, California, by LA Times photographer John L. Gaunt, who also lived by the same beach. Perhaps the most disturbing thing to think about when looking at this image is that it shows the couple in distress, but not yet breaking down. It's that short period where realization is just setting in, where panic is just transitioning into grief. As one user on Reddit put it, it's the moment where the facts start to set in, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it anymore. There's nothing left for this couple to do now, except turn around, go home, and live with the loss. Their lives and dreams for the future completely altered forever. Their son's remains were later recovered from the surf. Gaunt went on to win a Pulitzer Prize for this photograph. He himself had a daughter the same age as the couple's son at the time.
Man, that one there got me, y'all. All these videos be getting me, but that one got me because I did not even see the little boy in the ocean. I wasn't even paying attention to that till Lazy brought it to my attention. Jesus, man. I don't know about y'all, but I probably would have jumped in that water. I probably would have died too, but god damn, man. Fuck. Seeing your child get swept away by the current? Number 6.
These are the kind of photos that turn your stomach. Yadira Reyes was 26 years old when she went on a date with Michael Gargiulo, pictured here. He seemed like a nice guy at first, of course, but as their date progressed, he started to become forceful, aggressive. You can see just how comfortable Yadira was in these images. The date ended even worse, with Michael ushering Yadira into the back of his van, driving her to a secluded area, and then beginning to have his way with her against her will. She protested through the entire ordeal until Michael finally gave in and got off her. He agreed to drive Yadira back to her home, but warned her to keep her mouth shut. Now that backstory is horrible enough, but an entire decade later, Yadira would receive a phone call that put the whole encounter into an even darker context. You see, you might know Michael Gargiulo by another alias, namely the Hollywood Ripper.
Wow.
Or anyone else at the time knew that, of course. He was responsible for the murder of at least 3 women when he and Yadira went on their date together, though his true number of victims could be as many as 10. It's unknown whether Gargiulo was responsible for stabbing his 18-year-old neighbor to death on her back doorstep when he was 17, though he allegedly moved from Glenview, Illinois to Los Angeles to escape the heat from the authorities. Several other incidents have been positively linked to him though. In 2001, he stabbed Ashley Ellerin 47 times at her Hollywood home, inflicting a neck wound so deep that her head almost became detached from her body. On the night of her death, she had planned to go for dinner and drinks with her then romantic interest, Ashton Kutcher. The actor would later go on to testify at Gargiulo's trial, stating that he went to Ashley's home mere moments after she'd been murdered. He saw what he thought was red wine on her carpet. In 2005, Gargiulo again took a blade and repeatedly stabbed his neighbor to death in El Monte, California. In 2008, he again attempted to slash a different neighbor to death in Santa Monica. Definitely not a guy you want to live next to, I can tell you that much.
Hell no. And I can remember the Hollywood Reaper, y'all. I don't remember from what channel we watched a video about him from, but I remember him and I remember that face like distinctly now. But the crazy part about it is, man, that this damn lady was on a date with him and she almost was killed herself. She already got sexually assaulted pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But she almost lost her life. She did not know that she was fucking with the Hollywood Ripper. Y'all be safe out there when you meet new people. You know what I'm saying, man? Just be safe.
Luckily, the woman he attacked was able to fend Gargiulo off, and investigators were able to match DNA found at the scene to Gargiulo. He was apprehended 1 month later. After numerous delays, Gargiulo's trial ended in 2019, where he was found guilty on all counts. His sentencing has also been delayed, so it's unknown whether he'll be spending the rest of his life in prison, or if he'll receive capital punishment. Only time will tell. A person named Bunny L submitted this series of photos showing a woman and her child posing together on a beach. The first few look normal enough, though if you inspect them closely, you'll notice a strange shadow in the background that seemingly doesn't belong to anyone. Not to mention, the shadow itself is missing the head of whoever is casting it. What makes this series of photographs truly chilling, however, is the 4th one.
Oh!
Now, behind the woman, you can see a disembodied head. When you look closely, you can make out the details of a dark face staring down at the water. Given the angle of the head and the position it's in behind the woman, it couldn't have possibly been connected to a body. Not to mention, despite being on a sunny beach, the head is completely shrouded in shadow. The woman in the pictures says she didn't notice anyone behind her at the time, and both she and the photographer were shocked after looking through the images after the fact. Neither of them could come up with any rational explanation for it being there. What was this strange entity, and why did it appear behind her during that carefree trip to the beach? Ghost pictures don't usually do it for me, but even I think this one is disturbing to look at and think about.
I don't know what to make for that one. I don't know what to say for that one, man. The shadow was crazy. I was looking at the shadow. I'm like, maybe there's just somebody out standing out to the side, not in the frame or the camera or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to see the damn, when you realize, okay, this shadow ain't got no fucking head. You know what I'm saying? That bitch just look like shoulders and down. That what that shadow look like. Somebody from the shoulder to down. You know what I'm saying? And then to see that head, and that head did look like it was fucking not connected to a body that was behind her. And the damn head looked like it was surrounded with darkness, even though they out in the middle of the day on a beach where it's sunny as hell. Freaking weird, y'all. I don't know what to make for it. But let's go to number 8.
What's the first thing that stands out to you in this photograph? Perhaps the Batman t-shirt that the guy's wearing, or the pram in the foreground. Whatever it is that jumps out at you, it's probably not what makes this image disturbing. This image was taken at Niagara Falls. See the woman in the background wearing the red sweater? That's 20-year-old Ayano Tokomasu.
Time out, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out, man. I know this damn lady ain't finna jump off this goddamn wherever they at, on this bridge, wherever the hell. I know she is not finna jump. I know she not. She finna too, ain't it?
She was a Japanese exchange student on a trip to see the famous waterfall. Notice how I said was. She's standing on the guardrails, posing for a picture herself that her friend was taking. What she didn't realize was just how slippery those rails are at the viewing platform. Moments after this photo was taken, she lost her footing and slipped into the rushing waters near the brink of Horseshoe Falls to her untimely demise. A young life snuffed out in an instant. In our youth, we all tend to feel invincible and do stupid things. Sometimes the risks we take cost us big time.
Man, that make it even worse because she didn't intentionally do it. Cause you know what I'm saying? I was saying like that she jumped off like willingly, like trying to commit on some suicide type ish. You know what I'm saying? But no, this was an accident. Man, that make it even, god damn, man. Number 9.
The looks on their faces say it all. We all know that North Korea isn't the nicest place to live. That's putting it extremely mildly, I know. The whole country is run by an authoritarian regime that controls pretty much every aspect of every person's daily life. One minor misstep, one bad word about the wrong person, one small infraction of the rules, and you could land yourself and your entire family in a labor camp, or perhaps even publicly executed. You see, Pyongyang doesn't believe in punishing just one individual. They believe in generational punishment. If one family member makes a mistake, at least one person from every living generation of said family will pay the price for it.
Wow.
With that backdrop in mind, it's easy to see why the people in this photo all look so distressed.
Yeah.
With one obvious exception. Their supreme leader, Kim Jong-un, who was on a publicity campaign at the time. This image turned out to be a PR disaster for all Kimmy, seeing how the photos were leaked by a South Korean news website. Hopefully the family in the photo wasn't punished for their insubordination or lack of loyalty to their leader, but with the country being so secretive, we'll never know if they were or weren't. Whatever the case, this image is extremely revealing and gives us an insight into the minds of an imprisoned population.
Never going to fucking North Korea either. Take that all the way off the list. I know I be saying I ain't going to Mexico, but I'm not most definitely not going over there. And that dude, Kim Jong-un, he give me fucking Hitler vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he give me those type of vibes, man. Not saying he with Hitler, but boy, he ain't too much far off from him. They got a lot in common, goddammit. Crazy. Dude sit up there smiling and you can tell them women in pain, man. And they kids like don't even know what the freak going on. And to think about kids not smiling for a photo, y'all, that make it even worse. I just thought about that. Kids gonna smile when they got them in a photo, man. The fact that none of them smiling either, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Hey guys, Lazy here, and thank you very much for listening. Sorry if you heard some weird noises in the background to this one. Unfortunately, the cicadas are being very, very noisy today, so, yeah, maybe a little sound interference, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, you guys seem to really enjoy the last photos video, so I thought I'd make another sequel for you guys. With any luck, you enjoyed it. Before this video ends, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to all of my members here on YouTube and all of my supporters on Patreon, especially my biggest supporters. Crawford K. McDonald, Monica Mendoza,
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, ladies. Goddamn, man. These goddamn photos with these disturbing backstories, y'all. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Let's just go through all of them real quick, my brothers and sisters. We'll start at the last one we seen. Like I just said, man, Kim Jong-un, the dude, give me fucking Hitler vibes, man. I would never go to fucking Korea. Hell no, and I wish that it just make me feel so great that and blessed, or just thank God or whatever, you know, your creator, you born in the United States, man. At least we free in a way. We free kinda compared to them, man. Thank God for that. And I just wish that one day everybody over there, all that would change. But I digress. Number 8 was the head. The man with the head. Freaking crazy. I mean, it looked like a man standing behind the lady at the beach. I don't know what to say for that one, man. Number 7 was the Hollywood Ripper. That dude he was a freaking maniac. And to think that this lady, I know that she will always remember that. I was on a date with a fucking serial killer and I didn't freaking know it. Number 6, these damn videos crazy, y'all. Number 6, the goddamn one with at the beach with the lady, and the whole time I'm looking at the lady like I'm thinking she arguing with the man, or the man about to throw her in the water. I didn't even pay attention to the damn body that was floating in the water. Man, yeah, that's crazy. That's tough, though. That's sad as hell, man. That one right there is sad as hell, y'all. Then number 5, we had the damn window, the hands on the window. I'm inclined more than anything to believe that was a person looking in their damn house or trying to break in, or you know what I'm saying, being a peeping Tom, more than the damn paranormal. But you never know, because paranormal is definitely real, my brothers and sisters. Number 4 was the goddamn, what his name, Craig? I think his name was Craig. Whatever his name was, that dude was literally a freaking psycho, man. That man, goddamn, stole this lady kids from her, killed one of them, and raised one of them up, changed the name, and raised her up to be his damn wife. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh no, then killed her son. That one right there that was a Mr. Ballin type plot twist that Lazy hit me with, y'all. That's some Mr. Ballin-ish he hit me with right there. Number 2 was the crazy ass one with the man and his son. You know, they on Skype or whatever, you know, something like Skype, FaceTime, and the damn son seeing somebody behind his daddy, but his daddy don't see shit. That's crazy. He even screenshotted it. So you know the son wasn't tripping. I don't really know what to say for that one, man. Them paranormal one, but you just don't know what to say. You just don't know how to explain it. And the first one was the fucking the killers, the 4 to 6 dudes. We don't even know how many dudes it was, but it was a gang of them that didn't care if it was a supermarket, the freaking library, a gas station, a hotel, a car dealership. Like, they didn't care at all. They just going fucking up shit everywhere. They was some dude that'll pull up in McDonald's and just go crazy and kill a couple people and leave tight. You know what I'm saying? They was on some craziness. But the crazy part is they didn't never get caught, my brothers and sisters. Are you kidding me? But I digress. Great freaking video from the Lazy Man as always, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming back once again. Make sure you come back tomorrow because it's Friday, so you know we going back to AJ from the Wi-Files. And make sure that y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, do all that right there. And you know I gotta say this. Love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.
If you're feeling lonely today,